Hello. One of you suggested that I mess with the light, that I experiment with the light, that I bring variations into the light. So I am doing so. This is reflected computer screen light. This is reflected light from my laptop. Pretty. Look at that. It's multicolored. Kind of a rainbow effect there. We got purple. Got yellow. All right. Kind of like the lantern core. Anyway, so this is fascinating, huh? The simple groove is now in effect on my Pioneer Micro Pioneer. Let's call her Micro Pioneer for now, because it is a Roland Micro Cube, C-U-B-E Cube, with a Pioneer speaker in it, which changes the tone a lot. Okay, so that's what we got. As you can see, there's reflected light off the top of my guitar. This is called No Apologies for a Reason. Stick around if you're into guitar, and if you're not, stick around or don't. And we are experimenting with lighting, more reflected light. Turn that down a little bit for now. Hang on. All right, be right back. You see, I'm just one of those persons who believes that what goes on backstage, behind the scenes, is really more interesting than what goes on stage. We walk our physical constructs through the world. We pretend that we don't need to be loved. However, something else. Anyway, this is called No Apologies for a Reason. Hang on. Visual aids. Okay, for all you Nipanophiles, you Japanophiles out there, this is a shakuhachi. Oh, it's in a different key. Shoot. All right. What to do? All right. I'm turning the guitar off because this is an instrument that comes from what do you call them? The wandering warriors, the samurai with no boss, the samurai with no one to answer to, and sign the paycheck. So the wandering samurai. No, I'm making all that up. Wandering samurai playing shakuhachi. Shakuhachi. It's ridiculous. This instrument took me about. I decided to build a shakuhachi because good ones are really expensive, most of them, unless somebody gives you one, which could happen. So, in my typical Virgo way, I decided, $900 for a decent shakuhachi, or figure out how to build one? What was I thinking? Was I thinking at all? Well, the neighbor's dog likes it, is singing in response. Okay, that's called a shakuhachi. A very challenging instrument, to say the least. So this took about 300 hours to build, more or less, plus repair time. Because sometimes the bamboo cracks, Even the best bamboo preservation techniques of ancient Japan will not keep the bamboo from cracking. No apologies. Okay, so I love the sound of shakuhachi. I wanted to hear that sound, at my convenience. I wanted to hear that sound when I wanted to hear that sound, not if I was next to an MP3 player, not if I was next to a cassette player. Preferably any analog deliverance system, any analog sound system. Sounds like nature. Okay, I know you grew up in the digital age, but there is something about magnetism. Please consult Marvel Comics if you have any questions. Magneto, a level 5 mutant, Magneto. Did you see what he did in the movie? He picked up a baseball stadium, plopped it down next to the White House. That's magnetism. Analog, tape, ferrite, all that stuff. Tape, magnetic tape. The mysterious magnetic tape. The people who so-called invented the magnetic tape system still don't know why it does what it does. They just know that it does what it does. They figured out a way to bring different components of the universe together and create this thing called magnetic tape, which stores information. Magnetically, not cybernetically, not digitally. Go back and listen to alright, great example. Doors' first album. Go back and listen to the vinyl. And, decent condition. Then, or listen to the cassette tape in decent condition. Then listen to the digitalized version where they separate all the instruments. Doesn't sound like a band to me. Okay? So, I built the shakuhachi. I kind of learned how to play it. Yay, man. However, after 7 years of messing non-stop, no sleep, no food, I'm exaggerating, but 7 years of non-stop shakuhachi immersion, I realized, hey, because this is so personal. Oh my goodness. Does anybody else on earth feel this way? So I'm a guitar player. No apologies.